All right. So now we've spoken about Bollywood stars who you play football with, and we all know that you've played football with a bunch of Bollywood stars
Hmm.
regularly as a part of the All Stars team as well as just regular, just Sunday football, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So who are, and we already know the position you play, which is central defense. Who are the
Hmm.
best players amongst this group that you've played with, and what would be your Bollywood five-a-side team?
Oh, I was
So
going to say, okay.
Five-a-side I don't like as a format, but I'll try. So Ranbir, who's the vice captain, is brilliant.
hmm,
Um, I mean, to liken him to Thierry Henry is, I mean, but he's very good. Cesar Gonzalez, who's a very famous choreographer, is a brilliant defender, one of the senior most members in the squad.
yeah,
But he's very good.
yeah,
Ahan Shetty has started playing with us, and he's a great striker. We
nice.
have another great player called Armand Rallan, who's a young up and coming actor. Another great. So there are actually quite a few. Leandro Paes plays with us, and he's brilliant,
Nice.
Ooh.
just brilliant. There are a lot of good players in there. Actually, on their day, they're fantastic.
Yeah. But we
Five
have to
aside,
do five-a-side. So let's start. Let's
yeah.
start with positions, right? Firstly,
So I'd
what
go in
formation?
goal. I'd go in goal because
Oh,
I play
nice.
substitute goalkeeper.
Okay.
I'd go in goal. I'd go with Ranbir and Ahan. Then in the middle, I would probably have Aditya Roy Kapoor, who's
Ooh,
a
strong in
good,
the middle.
good,
Good,
good
strong in
midfielder.
height as
Yeah,
well.
and I'd take Caesar in defense.
Nice,
Mm.
nice. And will you play sweeper keeper? Will you be like
Yeah,
moving
sweeper
around?
keeper,
Nice.
sweeper keeper.
That's the way to go.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
also once this body starts moving, it's difficult to stop. So you just
yeah.
once you go with the momentum. Yeah.
All right. Now let's talk about Chennai and the ISL. All right.
Oh yeah.
Firstly, what is it like to own a football club? Because Akarsh and I play in like the Bandra Amateur League, which is the Roots Premier League, and we've had our experiences with management there. But of course, that is nothing compared to actually owning an ISL club.
Yeah.
So, how is it? How does it feel to be the Roman Abramovich of Chennai?
Um, no, I'm very lucky. I think I have great partners. Vita Dani, who's my partner, and Mahi also works a lot with us. I mean, they're just fantastic. And Vita's the only female uh, team owner in the ISL, which I think is so awesome.
Right.
When we both took over and won the franchise in 2014, it was surreal because to start and try and build a football league, let alone a club, in a city which is cricket crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have Kerala, Goa, or the Northeast or Kolkata, these are football crazy cities.
Yeah.
But to go to a city which is just cricket crazy and go and do a recce of your pitch and there's no grass because they
Yeah.
have weddings on the pitch,
Yeah.
and to try and build some sort of it's true, man. And try and build a fan base. And today, to have one of the largest fan bases, we have these two amazing groups called the Beast and Blues and the Super Machas, and they're fantastic. They're, I think of the traveling fans in the ISL, Chennai has the maximum. They're there no matter what, and they build a great atmosphere. And it sometimes it feels surreal to me because apart from just being a team owner, I'm a huge fan of the sport.
Yeah.
And to see the kind of difference the ISL is making to Indian football is amazing, man. It's so gratifying to be on the ground and see Indian talent come up. And I think a large part of the reason why Indian talent is improving so much is because they're getting exposed to international talent
Yeah.
that come and play. The first initial seasons of ISL, we had a lot of big names. A lot of people mocked it, saying, "Oh, this is just a retirement fund."
Hmm.
But to have a Robert Perez or a Lundberg or a Nico Anelka,
Yeah.
to come and play in India and just spend time with these Indian boys,
Yeah.
the kind of experience they can just give these boys is amazing, and you can see them learning from it.
Yeah.
We at Chennai in our first couple of seasons, we had Elano,
Yeah.
who went on to win the Golden Boot in season one. But the kind of experience, the bonds they build is fantastic, and then
Yeah.
to get the kind of management.
Yeah.
And I really think that a large part of why Indian football is going through a bit of a resurgence right now is because we're playing a lot more football, and football which is of an international standard.
Yeah.
It might not be, the top 50 teams in the world, but for an Indian team which was ranked, in the 120s to 130s to now be, in the 90s is a huge
It's a
achievement.
huge thing. Yeah.
And it's just amazing to have a football team, and obviously all the trials and tribulations that go with football. I mean, yeah, heartbreak is tough, but I really enjoy it, and I'm the kind of guy who likes to be on the ground. I like to support my team. I like to travel with them whenever I can. This year, because of the bubble, we're not allowed to be with them,
Yeah.
but I thoroughly love it. And yes, it's shown me a different side of football, a whole new amount of respect for team owners and management, because it's very difficult. And
Yeah.
for me, the biggest problem, Amog, is I get very emotionally involved.
Hmm.
I bring a lot of passion to the table. And the problem is when you come into team selection or at the end of a season when you need to chop up your team or you need to sign newer players, how to let go of some people, I find that very difficult because I get very invested with them. I've always said, be it in kabaddi or be it in football, my team should be like families.
Yeah.
And they really are. I mean, till date, we have so many of our ex-players that come back, keep in touch.
Yeah.
But then obviously to take those tough decisions is something I find very, very, very difficult. So I can well understand how difficult it is. And it doesn't matter if you're in Roots or you're in the ISL or anywhere.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, running a team is very demanding.
Yeah. So, in terms of the transfer incomings and outgoings, how much of a say do you have uh, in that, or do you just go hands off and be like the management and the coaches? They can take care of it.
No, Vita and I are completely hands-on. Vita
Okay.
and I are involved in every decision of the club. There could be certain players that we personally haven't scouted. Our scouts have scouted.
Hmm.
We have a chief technical officer, Amoy, and he does a brilliant job. But obviously, he shares videos, and there's a lot of discussion. And yeah, I mean, like I said, Vita and I mean, we decide the menu of what's going to be served on match day as well. So,
Nice.
so I like to get into everything. Yeah.
Yeah. What is the menu on match days?
Well, we haven't had a match day for a long time, but the last time I said, forget all this. We need to cut down a bit of cost, so we were serving a lot of chaat.
Nice. Lovely.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
perfect.
That's
That's
good
perfect.
football food.
Yeah.